Welcome back to Coffeyville, Kansas, Field Kindley High School. For the moment, Dragon girls fall in the opener 54-45. We're hopefully back for good. We keep losing the internet here. We don't understand why. We apologize. I'd like to say we're going to get to the bottom of it. Pittsburg Sports Live is presented by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crawcan. To learn more about Crawcan's no-nonsense pricing and multi-gig internet, check them out online at ckt.net. This is the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, your neighbors, your partners, and your biggest supporters. From personal and business banking to mortgages, credit cards, and investments, CNB has the tools you need with the service you deserve. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, where community comes first. So the Dragon girls dropped the opener 54-45 to the Coffeyville Golden Tornado. You saw most of the first half of that and part of the second half here on Pittsburg Sports Live. We keep losing our Wi-Fi for some reason. I don't know if it's on our end, on their end. I have a sneaking suspicion it's on our end. But we'll give you as much of this boys action as we can here tonight from Coffeyville, as the Dragon boys and Coffeyville boys both come into the game with 3-3 records. And we'll step away for a quick break, come back with more of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Get your keys to the game, your starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off here in Coffeyville. The Dragons and the Golden Tornadoes coming up, we hope, on Pittsburg Sports Live.
Today we're going to do an experiment to see just how fast Crawcan's multi-gig internet is. In your email, you'll find 2 links. When I say go, click on the first link to download the 500 gigabyte test file. Go! Okay, now when I say go, click on the second link in your email to upload the file. Go! I guess it really does eclipse all other internet.
Release the Crawcan. Monstrous multi-gig speeds for a low, no-nonsense price.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender, and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Field Kindley High School, Coffeyville, Kansas, getting set for tonight's boys matchup between the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons and the Coffeyville Golden Tornado. I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me Michael Kissel. Dragons and the Golden Tornado both come into tonight's game with a 3-3 record on the season. And Dragons had a tough 3 opponents to start the year. They went 1-2 through that stretch. 0-3 through that stretch, then picked up 3 straight wins in the Trinity Academy tournament last week and last weekend to improve their record to 3-3, took the tournament championship, so coming into this one with a good degree of confidence. But not a gimme. They'll need to play well here tonight to get their first win in league play here tonight against the Golden Tornado. Sorry, I'm getting my stuff back together here. We had some technical difficulties at the end of the girls' game. Hoping to keep those out of the playbook here for the boys' game tonight. And Michael, you watched the Dragons' first 3 matchups this season. Didn't get to go to the tournament, but we could see some improvement taking place over those first 3 games. The fact that the Dragons came away with 3 straight wins in the tournament means continued improvement. What's it going to take for them to get the win here tonight in Coffeyville?
It's going to take discipline, as the women struggled with tonight. Protect the basketball. Don't give them more opportunities, Josh.
It's great when people walk up and just talk to you when you're on the air. As you were saying.
Sorry. Yeah, it's going to take discipline from the Pittsburgh Dragons tonight. Don't give up any opportunities to the Gordon Flashes, or Gordon Tornadoes, excuse me, than they deserve. Capitalize on your offensive opportunities. We saw the ladies run a zone. I don't know if that's going to be the men are, but if they do that, take advantage of the opportunities you'll get. Don't make any turnovers on offense, and on defense, don't give up easy buckets like the ladies did as well. Don't let them get free passes to the lane. Let's rotate with our men. Let's box out. Do little things right, and the scoreboard should reflect positively.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Vietti Auto Body and Alignment on the corner of 4th and Joplin in Pittsburgh since 1948 with John Holland. Oh, hey, oh, oh, oh. Try to read things, that's the problem. Bill Hunt now in the Vietti Alignment Shop. If it can't be aligned, those guys will align it, from golf carts and side-by-sides all the way up to F550s and small buses. They'll get it done. Schedule your appointment by calling Vietti Auto Body and Alignment, 620-231-6230. We're going to step away for another break. We come back, we'll get you your starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off here in Coffeyville. The Dragons and the Golden Tornado coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Canara Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Canara Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Welcome back to Coffeyville, Kansas. Field Kindley High School, about 6 minutes away from tip-off between the Purple Dragons and the Golden Tornado in the SEK League opener between these two teams. Pittsburgh started the season 0-3 with losses to Joplin, Shawnee Mission North, and Webb City to begin the year. Since then, the Dragons are 3-0 to hit the road to the Trinity Academy tournament. First night of the tournament, defeated Wamego 49-35. On the second night, they defeated Cimarron 52-50, and then won the finale 63-56 over Trinity Academy to take home the tournament championship and head into tonight's game with a record of 3-3. Tonight, taking on what looks to be a pretty good Coffeyville team. It'll be interesting to see if they also started the season 0-2 and then went 3-1 over their next 4 ball games to head into tonight's game at 3-3. Hit the Golden Tornado, and we'll see how the Dragons are doing coming off of that big win at Trinity. And just as far as sight lines go, this is a much bigger arena than Trinity Academy. Dragons shot the ball well in Wichita. We'll see if they can keep the shooting going here tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first. For the Coffeyville Golden Tornado, they'll start number 2, a 6'2 senior, Kashawn Feeling. Number 5, a 6'3 senior, number 5, Keontae Stevens. Number 3, a 5'5 sophomore, Kobe Kirk. Number 15, a 5'6 senior, Jackson Hershey. And number 24, 6'1 junior, Kaylin Austin. For the Purple Dragons, it'll be the same starting 5 we've become accustomed to all season long. Number 1, Danny Durden. Number 2, Caden Navaratnam. Number 4, Jamarcus Davis. Number 11, Landon Jesse. And number 21, Malachi Meadows. And we'll see Zane Miller, Wyatt Thomas, Corday Hayes, and Gabe Cox off the bench for the Dragons throughout the game. May also see a little bit of Ryder Arnett this evening as well. Coach Jesse Moss, in his first season at the helm of the Dragons, coming over from Washburn Rural, and he's led the Dragons to a 3-3 mark, and things look pretty dark after that 0-3 start. He, very positive individual, has gotten this team to buy into the new system, and what looked clunky in week 1 has looked smoother and smoother every game since then. And these Dragons hoping to get on to the winning side of things for the first time this year. Tonight against the Field Kindley Golden Tornado. And we're about 2.5 minutes away from tip-off. We'll step away for a break. We'll be back. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburg.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Welcome back to Coffeyville Field Kindley High School as they're announcing the starting lineups for tonight's game. We already took care of that.
For Pittsburgh, number 4, Jamarcus Davis. For your Golden Tornado, 6'3" senior, number 5, Keontae Stevens. For the Purple Dragons, number 5, Zane Miller. For the Golden Tornado, 5'6" senior, number 15, Jackson Hershey. Round out your Pittsburgh starters, number 20, Malachi Neves. And for your Golden Tornado, 6'1" junior, number 24, KK Austin.
So a change to the starting lineup tonight for the Dragons. Zane Miller getting the start. Landon Jesse to come off the bench tonight for the Dragons is going with a little more speed to match up the lineup that Coffeyville is going to put on the floor. Dragons coached by Jesse Moss in his first year in Pittsburgh by way of Washburn Rural High School. The Golden Tornado coached by Griff Walker. If you're just tuning in, the Dragon girls dropped the opener tonight, 54-45 to the Golden Tornado. They fall to 3-4 on the season. Dragon boys trying to get above 500 for the first time this year. Kaylin Austin will jump it for Coffeyville, Danny Durden for Pittsburgh. Our opening tip brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie, dirt's heavy. So trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in water line install and repair, septic systems, rock hauling, driveways and leveling. Give B&B Excavating a call. Dragons with the ball. Navaratnam gets it, tries a three, no good. Rebound Zane Miller under the bucket. He goes up strong, but his shot blocked out of bounds. They're going to say it was not only not a foul, but last touch by the Dragons. And that will give it back to Coffeyville for the first time tonight. This is Kobe Kirk with it. Kicks it over to Stevens in the corner. Pass deflected into the hands of Kashawn Feelings. His shot no good. but it comes right back down. The Dragons can't get a rebound. Finally, Navarotnam rips it away, and the Dragons get the ball, but not till Coffeyville had about 3 shots at it on the offensive end. We're still scoreless here early in the first quarter. Apologize for not having a scoreboard camera for you tonight. Some technical issues there we're going to try and get worked out as Zane Miller drives down the lane off the glass and good for 2. Gives the Dragons an early 2-0 lead. 7 minutes to play, first quarter. Streaking up the court is Jackson Hershey. He'll give it up to Kirk on the outside, working against Malachi Meadows. Now outside to Hershey. Gets it down low. Shot on the way, no good. Durden with the rebound. He's fouled. And it'll be Dragon ball. We'll see who they whistle this one on. And they're going to get Kalen Austin with it. That's his first team foul on the Golden Tornado. Dragons with it, leading by 2, 6:40 to play, first quarter. Meadows with it, gives it up to Durden, top of the key. Now Miller with it, down low to Davis in the paint, off the glass and good. Strong move to the bucket by Jamarcus Davis, and the Dragons up 4-0. 6:24 to play, first quarter. This is Kirk handling it for Coffeyville. He'll get it to Stevens, straight to the backboard. Shot won't go, rebound Durden. Coming back the other way is Davis, kicks it out. Miller thought about a 3, now Navarotnam will take one. Off the mark, rebound comes down to Austin. Kirk driving, picks up his dribble, gets it inside, the shot no good. Rebound comes down to Stevens, and he's fouled. They're going to whistle that one against Zane Miller. That's his first.
Going to the line to field Kindley, Keontae Stevens.
Stevens at the line. First shot rolls in.
Checking in for Pittsburg, number 11, Landon Jesse.
Landon Jesse into the game, replacing Zane Miller. The Dragons try to get a little more height out there on the floor as they're getting outmanned under the boards right now. Second shot missed everything, and that'll be Dragon ball, leading 4-1. 5:51 to play, first quarter. Davis handling up the floor for Pittsburgh. He's guarded by Feeling. Jesse with it, gets it back to Davis. He's fouled on the inside after catching the pass.
That foul's going to be on number 24.
That one's on Austin again. That's 2 on Austin. Now the official's going to talk it over. And they switch sides, okay. Davis to inbound from the Dragon baseline under the bucket. Now the officials need to talk again. Apparently we're having some procedural issues. Coach Griff Walker letting them hear about it. I think they're going to change who the foul's on.
Foul changed on number 2, Kayshawn Feeling.
Yeah, foul's on Feeling. And so Austin now just with 1 and Feeling with 1 for Coffeyville. And after that timeout, Jamarcus Davis to inbound from under the Dragon bucket. Gets it in over the top to Durden. Now Navarotnam with it, top of the key. Davis for 3, off the mark. And the rebound comes down to Austin for Coffeyville. Kirk handles it up the floor, back over to Austin. Thought about a 3, now he pulls up from the free throw line, missed everything again. Feeling tried to save it in, but off the back of the backboard, it'll be Dragon ball. Davis gets it into Durden. And Jamarcus will handle it up the floor. 5:17 to play, Dragons leading 4-1. Davis right to the bucket. He's got 4 points, and the lead is 5 for Pittsburgh. Quickly back the other way, this is Kalen Austin with it. Gets it down low to Keontae Stevens, and off the glass and good for Stevens. And you can tell they want to get the ball down low. do the Golden Tornado. And I would too if I had that much height under the bucket. Durden mishandles the pass. Dragons turn it over. And it ends up with Austin. Now Kirk will bring it up the floor. Kirk to the elbow. Gets it over to Stevens. His shot off the mark. Gets his own rebound. Put back no good. Navaratnam with the rebound, and he's fouled. And they're going to get, I think, Austin with this one. And Coach Walker wants a 30-second timeout for Coffeyville. We'll stay right here.
30-second timeout.
And that should be Austin's second. Unless they got Hershey with it. I think they might have gotten Jackson Hershey with it, and that's his first. So Hershey, Austin, and Feeling with a foul each. Here in this first quarter, Dragons leading it by 3, 6-3, but Coffeyville just starting to get their offense rolling. I think they're going to inbound maybe from in front of the scorers table. What are they doing here? The official with the ball is giving a lengthy explanation to Coach Walker about something, and now we're ready to go. 4:33 to play first quarter. Dragons lead at 6-3. Jamarcus Davis handling against Keshawn Feeling. Right by him and off the glass and good is Davis. He's got 6 points here early, and the Dragons lead it by 5. Kobe Kirk across half court. Meadows picks him up at the logo. Picks up his dribble. Now kicks it over to Jackson Hershey. Weston Wallace Eubanks who just checked into the game. Kirk hits it for 2. And the lead is 3. Navaratnam walked with it.
Checking in for Pittsburg, St. Miller.
And Miller and Corday Hayes and Wyatt Thomas into the game. Durden, Navaratnam, and somebody else has to sit. Who else? No, there's just 5 on the floor. We're okay. Jesse picks up Keontae Stevens, and they whistle Stevens for a travel. Good defense that time by Landon Jesse, results in the turnover. The Dragons get it back, leading by 3 with 3.5 to play first quarter. Wyatt Thomas gives it up to Jamarcus Davis. Right down the lane goes Davis. Off the glass and good. It's a layup drill here early for Jamarcus Davis. Dragons lead it by 5, 10-5. 3:14 on the clock here in this first quarter. Keyshawn Feelings, long three-pointer is good. Nobody picked him up, and Feelings felt very open and drained the 3. Davis over to Zane Miller, thought about a 3, now he'll dribble it back up top. Thomas, far side to Corday Hayes, back up top to Davis, working against Kobe Kirk. Back out to Landon Jesse from the elbow. Jesse's shot off the mark. Rebound comes down to Stevens for Coffeyville, and they got a lot of height inside due to the Golden Tornado. The Dragons will do well to attack it and not try to shoot over it. Kirk outside. Jesse picks him up. Comes up with the loose ball. Landon off and running. Gives it up ahead to Davis. He's fouled from behind by Feeling. And that's 2 on Feeling. And it's on the floor, no shot. So the Dragons will inbound from the baseline, leading by just 1.
Checking in for Pittsburg, Gabe Cox.
Gabe Cox checking in for the Dragons. Landon Jesse will sit into the game for Coffeyville. I don't have a number 4 on my roster. This might be Isaiah Bowie. That inbounds pass way over everybody's head. Zane Miller tracks it down. Dragons maintain possession. 30 seconds on the shot clock. No rush. Wyatt Thomas with it on the wing. Back up top to Hayes. Hayes back to Davis. Jamarcus draws a double team on the outside. Kicks it over to Gabe Cox. Gets it down to Zane Miller. And he's fouled. And that kind of bailed Miller out of what was about to be a turnover for the Dragons. And
that foul's on the ball, number 4, Carson Moss. That's going to be his first foul of the game. 41 for Pittsburgh, number 5, Zane Miller.
I don't see a Moss on my roster. Karsten Voss is number 4. Picks up his first. And that will send Zane Miller to the line to shoot a pair. The Dragons leading by 1. 2:04 to play first quarter. First trip to the free throw line for anybody from Pittsburgh tonight. First free throw in and out. Second one in and out. Dragons come away empty. They lead it by 1. Under 2 minutes to play first quarter. Can they get a defensive stop? Miller picks up Kirk. Kicks it out to Voss. And he throws it away down low. It ends up in the hands of Wyatt Thomas. Thomas slowing it down, maybe. Driving into the lane. Shot on the way. He's fouled. And they're going to whistle Thomas for a travel. Dragons turn it right back over. So Thomas taketh away, then Thomas giveth. Kirk down the lane. The foul and the bucket has kind of caught the Dragons sleeping defensively there. Miller picks up the foul. That's his second. He's got all the team fouls for the Dragons here in this first quarter. Kirk at the line and hits the free throw. He's got 5 points. And Coffeyville by 1. It's kind of looking a little bit like the girls' game. Cox with it. Into the corner to Miller. Driving baseline. A lot of contact. No foul. Play on. And then a held ball after the rebound. And it will favor Coffeyville. Dragons trail it by a bucket. Minute 18 to play. First quarter. Coffeyville with the ball. Kirk gives it up to Wallace Eubanks. That's 2 last names, not a first name and a last name. Now Kirk with it. Into the corner. 3-point shot is good for Jackson Hershey. And the Gold Tornado with 2 3-point buckets here in this first quarter. And they have a 5-point lead on Pittsburgh. Thomas down the lane into traffic, picks up his dribble, gets it back to Davis. Down the lane into traffic, gives it up to Corday Hayes. His pass high, but Miller able to handle it. Now back to Davis. Falls down, he's fouled. They're going to whistle a blocking foul against Keontae Stevens. That's his first. Coach Walker does not like it for Coffeyville, and he has an argument.
Going to the line for Pittsburgh, number 4, Jamarcus Davis.
Davis to the line for the first time tonight. He's got 8 points. Trying to make it 10 right here. Hits the first. 33.5 left to play in this first quarter. Dragons trailing it by 4. And we got some subs into the game as Meadows, Durden, Navaratnam, and Jesse check into the game, replacing Miller, Thomas, Cox, and Hayes.
Sorry, Malachi Meadows.
Davis' second shot is good. Jamarcus has 10. The Dragons trail it by 3, 15-12. Needs some help tonight. Only other player to score for the Dragons, Zane Miller. That one's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Coffeyville. Coach Moss thought it should have got turned over. Working on the official, but Kirk to inbound. Another wide open 3-point shot. Rebound comes down to Durden. Ahead to Navaratnam. Back to Durden. Off the glass and good offensive foul against Durden.
Offensive foul for number 1, Danny Durden.
Not much of one. Under 20 seconds, Dragons trailing by 3 after that charging call against Danny Durden. We'll just don't have anything more to say about that. Kirk steps through. How's that not a travel? Back outside to Hershey. His shot no good, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Dragons trailing it by 3 after 1. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Welcome back to Coffeyville. After 1, Dragon boys trailing it 15-12 after what was a pretty egregious charging call against Danny Durden. The defender's feet weren't set. He was on the wrong side of the backboard, and they called an offensive foul against Durden. And yeah, I wouldn't put that on my highlight reel if I was an official. But the Dragons will have the ball to start this second quarter. Maybe, who knows? We're going to have another conference on the mound here. Okay. Now, Coach Moss talking to the official who made the awesome call. And now we're underway. Davis with it, gives it up to Meadows on the far wing. Durden up top. Now Jesse back to Meadows down low. Had a hard time with the pass. Navarotnam passed up a 3 to Davis for 3. In and out. Rebound battled for it. Durden had it. Did he commit an offensive foul that time? No, he did not. Shocking.
That foul's going to number 24, K.K. Austin.
Austin picks up the foul. That's his 3rd. And Durden at the line for the first time tonight. Hits the first free throw, and Durden into the scoring column. The lead is 2. Dragons trailing it 15-13, 7:42 to play. First half. Second shot on the way from Durden is good. Danny 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Dragons trailing by 1. 15-14, 7:39 and counting. Kobe Kirk handling up the floor for Coffeyville. Voss with it now. Free throw line to Stevens. He dribbles into the lane, kicks it back out for Voss. Off the mark, and they're going to whistle a foul under the bucket on, I believe, Landon Jesse. Jesse picks up his first.
Number 25, Weston Eubanks.
Stevens with it, top of the key, gives it back up to Kirk. Meadows steps out to guard him. Kirk puts it on the floor, a little runner off the back iron, rebound Navarotnam. Here come the Dragons. Caden gives it up to Jamarcus Davis, back to Navarotnam. He'll take the 3 off the back iron, rebound Kirk, has it poked away from behind by Davis, gets it back into the lane, gives it up to Durden, no good off the glass. Oh man. And Coffeyville comes away with it. Another missed opportunity by the Dragons. And a layup within a foot of the bucket. This is Weston Wallace Eubanks. Shot no good. Rebound. Landon Jesse tries to get it ahead to Meadows. The pass way off the mark. And Malachi might have had that if he was 7 foot tall.
Number 3, Wyatt Thomas.
Yep, I feel you, Ryan. 15-14, Dragons trailing. 6:28 to play, first half. They've had opportunities the last 3 times down the floor and haven't been able to take care of the ball or get shots to fall. And now Coffeyville with a chance to build on this slimmest of leads. Kirk's pass stolen away. Can the Dragons get some points here? Navaratnam with it across half court. Gives it up to Wyatt Thomas. Up top now to Meadows. Davis with it, driving into traffic. Whip it around the horn. Thomas back out. Meadows thought about a 3. Down the lane goes Malachi. Shot no good off the front iron. And the backboard. Use the backboard, boys. 5:48 to play. First half. Dragons trailing by 1. Cross-court pass. Out to Voss. Top of the key for Kirk. Into the corner to Hershey. He'll put it on the floor. Cut off by Meadows and Davis. Back out to Kirk. 8 seconds on the shot clock. And oh my gosh, just let go of by Stevens. Dragons come away with it. Durden with the bucket and the foul. You sure it wasn't offensive that time? Make sure it was a defensive foul, and it is.
That foul's going to be on number 29, Weston Eubanks.
Eubanks with the foul. That's his first. Durden gets the bucket with an opportunity for the 3-point play and a chance to tie the ball game right here. Free throw off the mark for Durden. Kirk will handle it up the floor for Coffeyville. 5:12 left to play first half. Dragons trailing by 1. Can they get a stop? Voss with it on the wing. Kicks it up top to Eubanks. Now Stevens with it. Working on Durden, spinning into the lane. Kicks it over to Voss. Now Kirk with it. Into the middle of the lane to Stevens. He goes to work. No good on the shot. The rebound comes right back to Eubanks. Jeez. And he puts it up and in. Dragons can't get 2 hands on the ball. And they're trailing once again by 1. Meadows, the corner. Jesse for 3. It's good. Landon Jesse, first bucket of the night, and it's a big one. Gives the Dragons a 2-point lead, 19-17, 4:20 and counting. Left to play first half. Kirk with it for Coffeyville as he's going to walk it up the floor. Voss with it. Now Stevens outside the elbow. Thought about putting it on the floor. Now he's going to kick it over to Kirk. Poked away by Jesse. Tried to save it in bounds right in front of the scorer's table. And it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Coffeyville. Dragons defense as sticky as it's been all year. And if they could get some shots to fall here in Coffeyville, this would be a very different game for Pittsburgh. Kirk with it, way up top. Down low to Stevens. His shot no good. And they're going to get an offensive foul. Was that? Oh, it was a shot clock violation. Okay, I was going to say, that couldn't have been a foul. Coffeyville turns it over. Dragons leading by 2. Can they add to the lead here? Zane Miller with the ball, picks up his dribble, gives it to Jamarcus Davis. Davis looking for somewhere to go, gets it down low to Landon Jesse. Off the glass and good. 5 quick points for Landon Jesse here in this second quarter. And the Dragon lead is 4. 3:27 and counting in the first half. I think this might be the first lead of the night for Pittsburgh. Maybe not. Maybe they led, I think they led 2-0 early. Kirk with it. Navaratnam picks him up outside the 3-point line. Kirk stepping through. And he walked with it. Just why you don't leave your feet to pass. He dribbled into a triple team. left his feet and then just had nowhere to go with it and was forced to come down with the ball. Traveling violation, turnover. 3:08 to play first half. Dragons leading it by 4. Trying to add to it right here. Jamarcus Davis with it. Working against Kobe Kirk. Steps through off the glass. No good. Rebound battled for. And it will stay with the Dragons. Nifty move by Danny Durden to throw it off the defender and maintain the possession for the Dragons. Coach Moss calling in the inbound play. Davis to throw it in for the Dragons from the baseline. Gets it into Durden, now back to Davis. Top of the key to Miller. Back out to Navaratnam, back to Davis for 3. In and out again, Miller with the rebound. Miller has it stripped away. Davis gets it back, Jesse with it. Back to Navaratnam. What'd they call there? Timeout Dragons, okay. Coach Moss is getting zany down there, crazy. So he called a timeout to preserve the possession for Pittsburgh. 30 will stay here. 2:42 to play first half. In a loud, pretty good environment for high school basketball here tonight in Coffeyville. I haven't been in this gym in forever, if ever. It's a pretty nice facility. What's your take on this, Michael?
I think Pittsburgh's done a great job defensively to eliminate the size that Coffeyville has against them. They have 2 6'3" guys down there. They've taken them out of the game. It's been all guards. It's been all behind the arc scoring for Coffeyville, which is expecting a 2-3 zone. You're daring them to shoot the ball behind the arc. So I think they've done a good job there. Do a better job of closing out, maybe just nitpick, but offensively, make your shots.
So the Dragons will inbound again. Davis to throw it in. Over the top, gets it to Jesse. He's guarded by Eubanks. Into the middle of the lane goes Jesse off the back of the iron. Putback is good. 7 points in this second quarter for Landon Jesse. And the Dragons lead it by 6. 2:28 to play first half. Down on the offensive end, Jackson Hershey with it. Now Kobe Kirk. Back over to Hershey. Up top to Kirk. Trying to get it down low to Eubanks, and he throws it away. Oh, they're going to say it was touched by the Dragons. It'll stay with Coffeyville. Zane Miller's looking around like, who touched it? It didn't look like the ball changed any sort of trajectory in the air, but in basketball, that doesn't necessarily mean nobody touched it. Kobe Kirk handling for Coffeyville, gets it over to Hershey on the left wing. Now back up top to Voss. Kirk with it, picks up his dribble. Hershey, now back to Voss. That's a shot clock violation on Coffeyville. And the shot clock never reset because I don't think it ever hit the rim. So there was never a shot when Coffeyville got the possession back out of bounds. And I don't think they realized that. Navaratnam with it, gets it down low to Durden. Back out top to Caden. He'll pull the trigger on a 3 and drills it. Navaratnam's first field goal gives the Dragons a 6-point lead, 1:39 to play first half. As shots starting to fall now for Pittsburgh, and it's a different game. Voss with it, gets it back over to Kirk. Trying to get it down low to Stevens, tipped away. Good hands by Durden and Jesse to break that pass up because Stevens would have had an open lane to the bucket. But now Coffeyville forced to inbound, and you don't want to lose Stevens on this inbound play and have him streaking down the lane at you. Stevens with it now at the free throw line, coming down the lane at Durden. I think if Danny kept his arms straight up, he doesn't get that foul call, but he swatted down at the ball. And Stevens was not going to make that layup. And so now it's a second chance for Coffeyville with Stevens at the line. Durden picks up his second, and really, if you're the Dragons, you've got to keep him out of foul trouble. First shot, no good for Stevens. I don't know, maybe sit Danny Durden here, but Stevens' second shot off the front iron, rebounded by Jamarcus Davis. Davis racing down the floor, gets it to Meadows. A lot of contact, no foul. Davis gets the rebound, gives it back to Meadows. Now Durden out to Navaratnam. He'll take the 3 off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Kobe Kirk. Dragons had lots of looks at it that time, couldn't get anything to fall. Now down low, shot high off the glass is good for Mac Crawford Davis, 5'8" senior who just checked into the game. Right place, right time for Davis. Now Navaratnam with it for the Dragons into the corner to Durden, into the lane, kicks it over to Davis. Jamarcus down the lane, steps through, reverse layup is good. 12 points for Davis. Dragons lead it by 9. 28-19, under 30 seconds to play first half. Eubanks with it. I'm sorry, that was Hershey with it. Now Kirk gives it up, and a battle for the loose ball, and they're going to get a foul on Navaratnam going for the loose ball. He collided with Kirk. That's Caden's first. Kirk to inbound, gets it in over the top to Hershey. 12 seconds and counting for Coffeyville. Kirk working with it, 7 seconds, drives baseline. They're going to whistle foul on the floor. I think they're going to get Navaratnam with that again as Caden picks up 2 quick ones, trying to cut off Kirk. Block by Durden down low. Meadows comes away with it, tries to outlet it ahead to Navaratnam, who stopped running, and Meadows throws it over him out of bounds, and that'll do it for the first half. Dragons lead it by 9, 28-19. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with the GN Bank Halftime Show. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Welcome back to Field Kindley High School, Coffeyville, Kansas. At the half, the Dragon boys leading the Coffeyville Golden Tornado 28-19. This is the GN Bank Halftime Show, brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for more than 100 years. Whether it's personal, business, or agricultural needs, trust the team at GN Bank. Find out more at gn-bank.com. Let's take a look back at some of the scoring for the first half. This Eye on the Game is brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kennar Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kennar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburg and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more online at KennarEyeCare.com. All right, first up in scoring for Coffeyville, they're led by Jackson Hershey. He's got 6 points from beyond the arc. Next up, Kobe Kirk with 5. Keontae Stevens with 3, all those coming in the first quarter. Kashawn Feeling with 3 on a 3-point bucket in the first quarter. And Weston Wallace Eubanks with a bucket to round out the scoring for Coffeyville. For the Dragons, they're led in scoring by Jamarcus Davis. He has 12 points, 10 of those coming in the first quarter, all of them within 2 feet of the bucket, as he just cut down the lane, and eventually Coffeyville able to kind of slow that down a little bit. He finishes the half with 12. Landon Jesse has 7, all those coming in the second quarter, as he was a big spark for the Dragons in that period. Danny Durden with 4, Kaven Navaratnam with 3 on a big 3-point bucket, kind of break the outside shooting ice for the Dragons in that second quarter. And then Zane Miller with 2 on a layup in the first quarter. About 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll step away for another break. You're watching Dragon basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kennar Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kennar Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Field Kindley High School, Coffeyville, Kansas. Getting set for the second half. At the break, the Dragons leading it by 9, 28-19 over the Coffeyville Golden Tornado. And it was a nip and tuck affair after the first quarter, but the Dragons able to outscore Coffeyville, 16-2 by the looks of it in that second quarter. I might be missing a bucket somewhere, but I don't think my points add up. So it's either 16-2 or 16-5 in that second quarter. I'm no doctor. I just want to say that. About 2 minutes away from tip-off of the second half. And the Dragons have a 3-game winning streak going with wins over Wamego, Cimarron, and Trinity Academy over the end of last week and the weekend out in Wichita at the Trinity Classic. And now looking to keep it going here against Coffeyville. They're in pretty good spot, up by 9 at the half, but a lot of basketball left to play here for the Golden Tornado, and many things can go wrong, like what just happened to that young man behind me. I wouldn't open that Dr. Pepper anytime soon if I was that guy. Coffeyville pep band sounds pretty sharp. I'm sure you can hear them. I'm gonna fly now. That's Rocky theme. Sounded good. Cheerleaders fired up. It's really a pretty good atmosphere early in the season for high school basketball here in Coffeyville. And like I was saying earlier, this is a really nice gym. A nice mezzanine area. They've got a concession stand and an apparel store inside the arena. Really well conceived for basketball here in Coffeyville. And take your hat off to whoever designed this, built it, and for the school board that got the mill levy passed or whatever to pay for this. It's a really, really nice facility. Coffeyville with the ball to start the third quarter. We're underway. Feelings with it. Gives it up to Austin and tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Coffeyville. It'll be Dragon ball. Davis to inbound for Pittsburg. And he'll handle it up the floor for the Dragons' first offensive possession of the second half. Jamarcus playing with 12 points early in this one. Durden into the middle of the lane to Davis. Kicks into the corner to Navarotnam. Back to Davis. Driving down the lane, trying to get it to Zane Miller, and just a little too hot for Miller. Couldn't hold on to it, and the Dragons turn it over on their first possession. So both teams trading turnovers early here in this third quarter. The margin remains 9 points in favor of the Dragons. Kirk almost walked with it, gave it up to Feeling, who may have walked with it. Spinning jumper off the iron, tipped around and into the hands of Navarotnam for Pittsburgh. Oh, the funny way the ball bounces sometimes. Caden off the glass and good. 5 points for Navarotnam, and the Dragon lead is 11. Austin with it into the corner. Shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Navarotnam as Hershey had a good look at it. Now Miller with it along the baseline. Kicks it out to Davis, the safety valve. Now back to Navarotnam. Down the lane, out of bounds. Last touch by Coffeyville as Navarotnam hit the floor hard. Caden comes up a little gingerly, both a knee and an elbow. I think his knee and his elbow broke the fall, so he should be okay. Davis gets it into Durden. Now Navarotnam with it, and the Dragons trying to get some semblance of a flow offensively going here in the second half. Miller's three-point shot, no good. Tipped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Coffeyville. It'll be Dragon ball, much to the chagrin of a couple of fans leaning against the wall down there on the end of the court. Acacia's always hiring officials, fellas. It's not a bad paying gig. I mean, don't stand down there and do it for free. The officials talk it over, stays with the Dragons. Navarotnam to inbound for Pittsburgh. Gets it in over the top. Lob pass into Jamarcus Davis. Now back to Caden, top of the key. Navarotnam backing down the lane. Kicks it out to Meadows. Now back to Davis. Into the corner to Miller. Three-point shot on the way is good. Zane Miller drops the three, and the Dragon lead is 14. Math is getting harder here. I don't mind. Quickly down the court, Miller off the glass and good. On the look from Davis. Zane with a quick 5 points in this third quarter. Dragons by 16. Look down low to find Stevens, and he's fouled by Durden, and not great for Danny. That's his third early here in the third quarter. He's going to sit. They're going to bring Landon Jesse into the game.
Going to the line for Phil Kindley, number 5, Keontae Stevens.
Jesse with just one foul, and that'll send Stevens to the line for Coffeyville. First shot, off the front iron. Almost rolled over. Coffeyville yet to score here in this third quarter. Stevens trying to change that here. Second shot off the mark, tipped around. Miller comes away with it. Dragon lead remains at 16. 5:42 to play third quarter. Meadows with it out to Jesse. Walked with it. Couldn't decide if he wanted to shoot, pass, or dribble, and instead did none of those and traveled. Give it right back. Dragons need to settle down a little bit on the offensive end. Good things will happen. And they're going to whistle that one. About as ticky-tack as it gets on Jamarcus Davis. And that's his first. Second team foul on the Dragons. Kirk with it on the inbounds. Gets it over. Shot on the way from Hershey. In and out. Tipped around. Don't foul. And they're going to call a travel, I think. Nope. A held ball. I don't get it. And it's in favor of the Dragons. Okay. I thought it was going to be a travel. Don't two players have to have their hands on the ball for it to be a held ball? I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch that one. Davis going to handle up the floor for Pittsburgh. They're leading at 35-19, 5:20 to play, third quarter. Miller down the lane, now looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it to Navaratnam. Reverse layup is good. This could be Navaratnam's highest scoring game of the year. He's got 7 points right now. And a steal by Miller. Dragons off and running again. Ahead to Navaratnam, off the glass and good. 6 points in this third quarter for Caden Navaratnam. And the Dragons lead it by 20. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Dragons lead at 39-19. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
Welcome back to Phil Kindley High School, Coffeyville, Kansas. 4:49 to play in the third quarter. Dragons by 20, 39-19 over the Coffeyville Golden Tornado. The Dragons on an 11-0 run to start this second half. And Coffeyville's just had a hard time getting the ball to go in the bucket. They've had a couple of good looks at it, just haven't gotten the shots to fall, and we've been there, man. And there's a foul coming up the floor against Corday Hayes. Not a good foul.
That foul's on the ball, number 10, Corday Hayes.
Not a good foul. Dragons with 3 team fouls, Coffeyville with 0. And that could become a factor if the Dragons can't clean it up a little bit here in this third quarter. Hayes close to committing another one on Kirk as they're bringing the full court pressure. That pass tipped stolen away. And another held ball that's going to favor Coffeyville. And it'll stay on this end of the floor as the Dragons' full court pressure almost resulted in a turnover. And it went right into the hands of Jesse, but I don't think he was expecting it, and it couldn't corral it. 4:33 to play. Third quarter, Dragons by 20. Hershey with it up top, gives it up to Kirk. Almost threw a bad entry pass, then gathers himself back. Now gives it up to Feelings, working against Davis. Kicks it out to Austin, trying to get it down low. Reverse layup, no good. And we got a foul. I think they're going to get maybe Zane Miller with this one. Nope, Landon Jesse. That's 2 on Jesse. And so the guys with the length for Pittsburgh need to focus on staying out of foul trouble. Austin with it. Now Kirk out by the Tornado logo. Trying to get it down low to Stevens. Has it stolen away by Davis from behind. Jamarcus off and running. And they called a double dribble. Didn't see it. I didn't see it. Did you see it? I didn't see it. Maybe you viewing at home can run this back 30 seconds and see if you see it. Hershey to inbound, gets it into Kirk. 3:57 and counting, third quarter. Dragons by 20. They get it down low to Stevens. Now back out to Kirk, into the lane. Little runner is good. 7 points for Kirk. The lead is 18. Davis down the lane for the Dragons. Kicks it out to Hayes. Now out to Jesse for 3. Way off the mark. Missed everything. And Miller unable to save it in bounds. And he was pretty deep behind the three-point line and didn't look like he was shooting that one in rhythm. Another good possession for the Dragons. Gives it back to Coffeyville as they try to eat into this 18-point lead for Pittsburgh. Kirk with it, mishandles the pass, gets it back. Hayes needs to not foul. Up top. Hershey with it, working against Miller. Dribbles off his foot, out of bounds, gives it back to the Dragons.
Checking in from Pittsburgh, Wyatt Thomas and Malachi Meadows.
Wyatt Thomas and Meadows back in. Miller and Hayes will sit for Pittsburgh. Wyatt Thomas inbound from the corner, gives it to Davis, gets it back. 3:06 to counting. Dragons by 18. Wyatt Thomas picked up his dribble. Now Davis with it on the wing, dribbling into the lane, steps through. They're going to whistle a travel on Davis. This guy, tell you what. Kirk will dribble it up the floor for Coffeyville off of the turnover. Traveling violation that don't normally see that called a travel. The Dragons battling for it. It's going to stay with Coffeyville as Thomas ripped it out of there, but then used a little too much force. Couldn't hang on to it. Now Voss to inbound, gets it into Kirk in the backcourt. 2.5 to play, third quarter. Voss working against Thomas, gets it to Austin. Step through, and he's going to be fouled by Jesse, and that's just... Yeah, Jesse, Coach Moss is telling, like, let him try and make that step through weird shot he was getting ready to attempt there. You bail him out by grabbing his arm with the foul. Now that sends Austin to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the stripe tonight. Missed everything, and that kind of leads you to believe that maybe he wasn't going to make that shot. We'll never know. Dragons leading it by 18, 2:22 to play, third quarter. Second shot from Austin. Off the front iron, rebound Jesse. Wyatt Thomas with it, guarded by Voss. Thomas gives it up to Jamarcus Davis on the wing. Davis back over to Thomas. had a look at it, didn't take it. Now Davis wheeling and dealing into the lane, kicks it back out. Navaratnam, NBA three-pointer, no good. Rebound ripped down by Stevens, and that was a good rebound as there were a couple Dragons swiping at that ball. Now they get it to Feeling in middle of the lane, and his shot is good. He's got 5 points, and the Dragons need to get better offensive possessions. Thomas with it into Travel, kicks it out to Davis. Up top to Navaratnam, around to Jesse. Almost has it stolen away. They're whistling for a travel, even though, no. There comes a official who actually saw the play, going to come in, and that should be a held ball. And it should stay with the Dragons, and it does. Thank you. Basketball rules. Who needs them, right? Davis to inbound from the baseline for Pittsburgh. 32 seconds to play, third quarter. Jesse with it, kicks it out to Meadows. Oh, man. What a terrible looking pass. And it results in a dunk on the other end for Austin. And if you're the Dragons trying to hang on to a lead, that's the last thing you need. Now Jesse in trouble, lobs it cross court to Navaratnam for three. Boom! Caden Navaratnam. He's got 9 points in this third quarter, and it makes up for the mistake that resulted in a transition bucket. Shot on the way from Stevens, no good, but right there to get the rebound is Feelings. Here's Austin to the elbow, and he's fouled by Meadows. If a big is taking a shot outside of 15 feet from the bucket, you just let them take it. You don't foul a big when they're shooting out beyond the free throw line. And that's going to send Austin to the line to shoot a pair. And I think that's Meadows' first foul. No. Yes. First foul. Austin hit the first free throw. And he hits them both. Now Pittsburgh can't be loose with the ball here. Navaratnam thought about a three. Now he's going to swing it around to Davis. He'll take a three and drills it. First bucket of the second half for Jamarcus Davis is a big one. Dragons lead at 45-27, 30 seconds left to play. First half, Austin gets it down low to Feeling, gets it back to Austin, but it's poked away, misses the shot off the bottom of the rim. Here comes Davis back the other way, gives it up to Navaratnam off the glass and good. Navaratnam's got 11 points in the third quarter. Dragons back up by 20. Austin going to work, gets it down low to Feeling. He'll elevate, shot on the way off the back iron, rebound Stevens over Durden. And the putback is good for Stevens. That's his first bucket of the second half. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. After three, the Dragons leading by 18, 47-29. We'll be back for the final quarter. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Welcome back to Coffeyville. Golden Tornado with the ball to start the fourth quarter, and they're going to turn it over on their first possession. 7:48 to play. Dragons leading it 47-29. That's 18 points, I guess. And looking at some full court pressure here from Coffeyville as they get it across half court to Davis. Durden off the glass, won't go, gets his own rebound. The putback is good for Danny Durden. First bucket of the second half for Durden. He's got 6 points tonight, and the Dragons back up by 20. Kirk with it over the top to Stevens. Puts it on the floor, steps into the lane. That's not traveling. Back to Kirk on the baseline. Now Feeling with it. Has it stripped away, out of bounds. Last touch by Feeling. And it'll be Dragon ball. Give it to Miller. Davis over to Navaratnam. Back to Davis. Dragons need to get across half court. There we do to Miller. Over to Meadows. Back out to Miller. Thought about a three. Now double teamed in the corner. Throws it over the top. Davis tries to save it, but that's why you don't dribble into a double team. And everything was under control until it wasn't. 6:58 to play, excuse me. Dragons leading it by 20. Still trying to work some kinks out offensively are the Dragons. And Coffeyville changing up the defense a little bit. And you got to get a hand up into the face of Jackson Hershey or he's going to hurt you. That's his third three-point bucket of the game. He's yet to score one from inside the arc. So if you're the Dragons, you know what that guy wants to do. There's a turnover right back to Coffeyville. And how do you make a 20-point lead evaporate? This is how you do it. Austin for the bucket. Austin's got 6 points, all of them coming in the second half. Durden with it, middle of the lane, gives it up to Meadows. Again into a double team. Outside, Navaratnam open for three. Off the mark, tipped around. Rebound comes down to Miller. Back out to Jamarcus Davis, long three-pointer. Again off the back iron, rebound Navaratnam. Back out to Davis. You got a lot of time on this shot clock, guys. 30 seconds. Davis into the corner to Durden, who walked with it. He wasn't expecting to get that pass. It was like some no-look over-the-shoulder pass. And the Dragons turn it over again. The lead is down to 15. It was 20 at a few different points. And they just keep turning the ball over. And we saw it against Wichita Trinity. Had that game in the bag and let Trinity get close at the end, just turning the ball over repeatedly and taking quick shots in the shot clock. Down low, Feeling shot, no good. Rebound, Durden. Here come the Dragons back the other way. Durden handling down the floor. And there's a blocking foul going to be called against Hershey. And Durden lucky that that wasn't an offensive foul. That's 2 on Hershey. Stay with the Dragons. Davis will inbound from the baseline. We just need to get a decent shot here. Get it into Zane Miller. He'll pull up for three. Off the iron. Rebound. 2 Dragons battling for it. Talk. Davis with it now. Davis driving. Over to Navaratnam. Off the glass, won't go. Put back, no good. Navaratnam with the rebound. A lot of contact. Davis comes away with it for Pittsburgh. Davis does it himself off the glass and good. 17 points for Jamarcus Davis. Dragon lead back to 17. Into the corner. This is Stevens working baseline. Kicks it over. Wide open again is Hershey off the mark. Rebound Navaratnam. Pass ahead to Miller. Gets a defender off his feet. Misses the layup. Put back no good. And Miller trying to chase it down, but Kirk comes away with it. Missed layups. Man, oh man. Austin with it on the offensive end, working against Landon Jesse. Spins baseline, and they're going to get a foul on Jesse. And man, oh man. Awful touchy on this end. This is the same guy who thinks a Euro step is traveling. It was traveling back in 1958, for the record. Back when dunks were illegal. Danny Durden comes up with the rebound off the miss. Handle it across half court. Needs to get his dribble under control. Gives it back up to Landon Jesse. Over to Davis. Oh my gosh, almost threw it away. Davis recovered. Now Miller with it. Over to Durden. And the Dragons just all of a sudden really loose with the ball. Davis into the lane. Gets it to Miller. Shot is up and good for Zane Miller.
By Zane Miller.
9 points for Miller. Dragon lead back to 19. Down low, Feeling. Walked with it, got away with it, gives it up to Hershey. And there's a foul on Miller as he gambled on that pass to Austin and collided with him. That's 3 on Miller. Another quick three-point bucket, no good. Rebound, Davis. Pushing. A lot of contact, thank you. That wasn't a foul last week at Wichita Trinity. It's the most egregious no call I've ever seen. That time, Davis picks up the foul and heads to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for Pittsburgh, number 4, Jamarcus Davis.
First one is good for Jamarcus.
Checking in for Pittsburgh, number 2, Corday Hayes.
Corday Hayes into the game for the Dragons. Zane Miller gets a rest. Second shot rolls around and rolls off, and they're going to get a foul against Durden on the rebound. It's not a foul when other people go over his back. But so Davis hits the first, misses the second. An over the back call on Danny Durden is going to send him to the Dragon bench. And now not much height out there on the floor for Pittsburgh right now. As Kobe Kirk will handle it up the floor for Coffeyville, gives it up to Hershey. He's trapped, gives it up to Feeling in the lane. The foul in the bucket. They call a foul on Jamarcus Davis for apparently touching Feeling with his finger as he went by. Feeling gets the bucket. Dragons are going to have to play apparently absolutely non-contact perfect basketball from here on out as Feeling hits the free throw. And 3:30 to play. See if the Dragons can pull this one out. Jesse gives it up to Miller, ahead to Meadows. Oh, almost threw it away to Jesse. Now Davis going to work, kicks it over to Miller. He'll pull up for a 3 and drills it. Dragons needed that. Miller has 10 points in the second half, 12 points tonight, and the Dragon lead is back to 20. As long as you can just hold them off at arm's length. Austin handling right now, working against Miller. Gets it down low to Feeling. Wide open layup is good. Well, defensive breakdown to leave Feeling all alone in the middle of the lane. No look pass to Navaratnam. And the Dragons passing the ball pretty well in transition tonight, that's for sure. Shot on the way from Austin, no good, tipped around. Feeling comes away with a rebound. Again, the best rebounder for the Dragons is on the bench in Danny Durden. Get it down low to Feeling, working against Jesse. Back out, shot on the way from Kirk, no good. Rebound Feeling, and ripped away from him by Davis. Jamarcus tries to dribble out of trouble. Can't dribble out of a triple team, you just can't do it. And a pass ahead, easy bucket for Navaratnam. Coffeyville back down with it. 20-point lead for the Dragons as teams trade buckets. Austin steps inside the three-point line and hits a 2. And you can see the tempo increase for Coffeyville is running out of time here. Meadows with it, has it stolen away by Kirk. Just a bad decision, again, to dribble into traffic. Kirk with the layup on the other end. What's the call?
Checking in for Pittsburgh, Danny Durden.
Durden into the game for the Dragons. Meadows will sit. And they called it goaltend, so that doesn't really affect anything because the shot went down. Maybe basket interference or something like that. Dragons working against this full court trap. Now Miller with it on the offensive end for Pittsburgh. Gets it into the corner to Navaratnam. To Davis coming down the lane. Davis is fouled. 1:22 to play. Dragons leading it by 16, 61-45 over the Coffeyville Golden Tornado, looking to pick up their first win of the SEK League schedule. Dragons are 3-3 coming to the game. So are Coffeyville. So is Coffeyville. Anyway. Davis good on the first free throw. And some mass substitutions now for Coffeyville, as Coach Griff Walker kind of going to get some younger guys into the game, get them some experience, sits his starters. They made a run at it for a little bit here in this fourth quarter, but Pittsburgh answered right back every time. And Davis hits both free throws. Jamarcus played a heck of a game tonight for Pittsburgh. And now this is Crawford Davis handling the ball up the floor. Yoni Hernandez guarded by Durden in front of the, he throws it into the feet of Landon Jesse. Danny Durden comes away with it. And there's a foul on the other end, as Durden going for the dunk was fouled by Paul Austin Jr.
That foul's going to go on number 12, Paul Austin.
Well, he made it into the scorebook. Did Austin. He'll send Durden to the line to shoot a pair. First one's good for Danny.
Checking in from Pittsburgh, Wyatt Thomas and Corday Hayes.
Wyatt Thomas into the game along with Corday Hayes. Danny Durden and Caden Navaratnam sit for the Dragons. Durden's second shot off the mark. Rebound comes down to Austin. Pocket pick by Zane Miller. Here comes a run out for Miller. Off the glass and good.
Pittsburgh basket by Zane Miller.
12 points in the second half, 14 points overall tonight for Zane Miller. Long three-pointer, no good. Missed everything. Miller comes down. I don't know if you call it a rebound. Loose ball. Thomas with it. Thomas with the fake. Drives baseline. Triple team. Gives it up to Durden. His layup, no good. Kicks it back out to Thomas. And Coffeyville going to call off the Dogs. Shot clock is off. We're just going to run the last 10 seconds off the clock, and the Dragons will improve to 4-3 on the winning side of the record for the first time this season. That's going to do it. Dragons win it 66-45 over the Coffeyville Golden Tornado. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the post-game show. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com. From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburg.
Welcome back to Field Kindley High School here in Coffeyville. Dragon boys come out with the win, 61-45, going away from Coffeyville tonight. A huge third quarter for the Dragons. There's a Chick-fil-A here? Wow. Sorry. Dragons win this one in style. They get 3 guys in double figures tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the scoring totals for the Dragons tonight. They're led in scoring by Jamarcus Davis. A great game for Jamarcus. He finishes with 20 points. But also Caden Navaratnam really came alive tonight, and he got a lot of points in transition, but some big three-point shots as well for Caden. Finishes the night with 18 points. Zane Miller added 14. Danny Durden with 7, and Landon Jesse with 7 to round out the scoring for your Purple Dragons as they get the big win here tonight. For Coffeyville, they're led in scoring by a duo of Kayshawn Feeling and Kalen Austin. They had 10 points each, but not a lot of help for them. Jackson Hershey had 9, Keontae Stevens with 5, and Wallace and Eubanks with 2. So that rounds out the scoring for Coffeyville in a rough night trying to score the ball for the Golden Tornado. The Dragons get the win tonight, 61-45, and it's a better than an hour drive back to Pittsburgh after this one, so I'm not sure if we're going to see Coach Moss up here or not. We certainly understand if he doesn't make it up here. But the Dragons get their 4th win in a row. He's got to be happy with that. I know everybody in the purple and white is happy with 4 wins in a row for this team because the season started off out of the gates slow, as you would expect with a new head coach and a new system, players learning it, and some really tough competition. Those 3 games in Joplin, Shawnee Mission North, and Webb City. Big schools that like to put the pressure on you and create turnovers. Dragons struggled in those 3 games, but bounced back on the road at the Trinity Classic in Wichita, picking up wins over Wamego, Cimarron, and Trinity Academy, respectively. And then they come in here tonight, first week of league play after just 1 day of practice after that tournament, and put up this performance here tonight on the road in Coffeyville. A big win for the Dragons, and they want to keep that rolling. And we'll see if they can Friday night. We'll step away for a quick break, see if Coach Moss is going to make it up here. If not, we'll continue to have the post-game show. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Coffeyville, Kansas, Field Kindley High School. And right now we're joined by head coach Jesse Moss of the Purple Dragons. And coach, an awesome team win tonight, your fourth in a row. And I didn't get a chance to talk to you in Wichita after the tournament championship, but every game you see a few more pieces fall into place. Offense looked better tonight. Guys looked a lot more confident with what they were doing with the basketball. And a good win, good start to the SEK League schedule.
Yeah, for sure. We knew we were either going to send a message tonight or a message was going to be sent to us. So hopefully message sent to the rest of the SEK. We're here to play. It was a good team win for sure. We're glad we came into Coffeyville, a tough place to play, and got a win. They're well coached. They got a good team. Their best player was in foul trouble pretty much all the first half, so that's always helpful when you can get one of those guys that are absolute game changers out of there. But yeah, great team win, and I do apologize for not talking to you after the Wichita tournament. I was ready to go home.
If I was you, I wouldn't talk to me. Yeah. So a big night again from Jamarcus Davis. He had a big night against Wichita Trinity, but you guys got three guys in double figures tonight, and I think it's really good to see that scoring coming from different directions offensively.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to have to be a balanced team. It can't just be one guy every single night. So us sharing the ball and having multiple guys in double figures is a great thing.
So it just seems to me like confidence is building for this group. Those three wins out in Wichita, they seem like the guys really gelled out there, and they weren't poisoned by that hot tub. That's good news.
Yeah.
And so come out of there with the win, get the win here tonight, but a tough opponent coming up on Friday, Independence, the Bulldogs. You said it in our preseason interview that you thought that they and Fort Scott were going to be probably two of the toughest teams in this league. Yeah. What do you expect to see out of them on Friday night?
They've been playing well. They played a couple of tough teams. I think they're 500. I know they played Labette County tonight, so I'm interested to get that film. Man, they got, according to a couple of sports writers, they got the best player in the league. And don't get it wrong, he is really good, the Kellen Lanning kid. So we're looking forward to seeing how we guard him. The Javen Colbert kid, their point guard, he's a lot like Jamarcus Davis, can go get you a bucket at any time. I think they're super similar to us, but hopefully I think we can become a more balanced version of ourselves, even more than we are now, and that just makes us really tough to guard, because if 1 through 8, if we all make each other dangerous, then that's where we need to be in order for us to beat teams who may be just a little bit more talented than us.
And you know, you said it after that Webb City game. This thing was building.
Yeah.
And as a coach, your team's 0-3, but you see the progress, and now the rest of us who don't know basketball from a hole in the ground can obviously see the progress. How do you feel about how this team's coming along?
I mean, it feels good, right? Like, you start with 3 teams who are really, really good, and then you go to Wichita Trinity tournament, you play Wamego, who's good, Cimarron, who we didn't know anything about, we got to play them, and then you beat a really good Wichita Trinity team. Like, it just feels good to beat quality teams, and we did that again here tonight, so it feels good.
All right, Coach, well, I'm not holding you hostage on the mezzanine. Thanks for coming up and talking to us, and we will see you Friday night at the friendly confines of Pittsburg High School. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you. God bless. Get home safe, brother.
All right, that's head coach Jesse Moss of the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. They win tonight's game 61-45 over the Coffeyville Golden Tornado. We'll step away for a quick break, come back, put a bow on this one from Coffeyville. You've been watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
One final time to Field Kindley High School in Coffeyville. And they will be in action Friday night, taking on the Independence Bulldogs. And they're picked in the preseason to be one of the better teams in the SEK. So it'll be a good test for the Dragons on Friday night and a good time to be at home, as this team will be playing with a lot of confidence in front of their home crowd. And if you can make it out to the gym at the high school to catch that one, you definitely should, because these guys need the support of the community all season long. And we want to thank you for joining us here on Pittsburgh Sports Live for all these games on the road to start this year. And we especially want to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. And it's been a joy so far. Hopefully we can keep it going. Dragons back on the court Friday night. Girls tip off at 6. Pregame starts at 5:30. Boys to follow. We'll have that for you here on Pittsburgh Sports Live. But I think that's going to do it for us from here in Coffeyville before they actually do turn the lights out on us. For Michael Kissel, Michael, punch me in the arm. I'm Josh Lettner saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.